Hey everyone, Shane here, super excited. I'm down in California at the MDC factory to show you something that you've been waiting for. This is never before seen on our YouTube. It's first one in America, and no, it's not the XL15 because you've seen this. It's something new. It's for those couples that are looking for the perfect trailer for them, and it is this, the XT19 by MDC. It's a 19-foot box. This is the perfect couples trailer. I'm super excited. Today, I'm gonna be walking around it. This is not a full detailed tour. This is going to be my first impressions. Like I said, this is the first time you're seeing it. It's also the first time I've seen it. I just got here a couple hours ago and, you know, been getting a kind of a factory tour and meeting with the team, but I want to now go through this, kind of give you my first impressions, what I think about it, and why this might be the perfect trailer for you. So let's get into it. First thing I want to point out is the MDC USA black decals. I love the styling of these decals. I understand this could be a lot of opinion, but in my opinion, these are beautiful. This is the styling that I really like. Personally, to me, I want to show off to my friends something really cool. This is it. This right here is beautiful. This is the Off-Grid Extreme, which I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Like I said, this is kind of my first impressions, so I don't know everything about it. I do know a bunch about it because I've been talking to the engineers and the manufacturer, the team in Australia, the team in the USA, so I have been pretty aware of a lot of the things they're doing. They've actually reached out to ROA and myself, and we've had a lot of meetings about some things that we could do to make it better for America and US owners. So, and they've built some of that stuff into the design, so I'm super excited about that. This is their official 19-footer, so that's the box size is 19 feet. And of course you have all of the things that you expect from MDC, the tough track suspension, the trail assure, you know, that's the anti-sway system, the mega hubs, which is an unbelievable system, but there's some new things that you haven't seen yet. Renogy, Truma onboard. Yes, that's right. So some of the appliances they were using before, not terrible, Dometic. They're good, they're reputable, they've been around a long time, but let's just be real. Truma is definitely one of the top-notch companies in the world. Company out of Germany, they make phenomenal appliances. So you've got a bunch of upgraded appliances. Also, check it out, ladder, I love that ladder. First impressions, well, I can tell you on the roof, there is over 1,200 watts of solar, which is crazy. You also have some ability to add additional solar and be close to 1,800 watts of solar. That's insane. If you're brand new, let me tell you, that's insane. That's a lot of solar. So this is your cassette toilet, which we know. Oh, look at this. That's new. That's a Truma furnace. That's an outlet for a Truma furnace, which is new. I'm really excited about that. This is a ducted furnace. I want to talk about a few things that I mentioned. We had been talking back and forth and saying, what can we do to make it better for Americans in the USA? Well, one of the things that we deal with in the US is cold weather. They don't deal with that in Australia. And so one of the things that I was talking to them about is saying, hey, in the United States, there's this thing called a wet bay. And so all the water tanks, the water inlets, showers, they need to be recessed inside your main door in an area where there could be heat getting to the backside of it and everything, so it keeps it out of the elements. Check that out. That's brand new. I have never seen this in any Australian built trailer in ever. Like, they just don't do that. They're always putting the spigots on the outside, and obviously if there's a spigot here, it's gonna freeze when you get below 32 degrees. So there's a bunch more updates. I'm not gonna go over everything, but this is one of the things that I did see, and I love it. And guess what? They even put you a port so you can close this door and still run your hoses in there and shut the door. Because I've seen this, we had a trailer a while ago where the door, when you would open it, there was no hole to put a hose through. And so if the wind came up, the door was smacking against the trailer. It's a silly thing, but it's a little detail. And I pointed that out to them and they said, we'll do it. So that is so cool. Once again, just beautiful Truma. And of course, this right here is new because the trailer is longer. It's a little bit messy in there, but you do have a full pass through in here all the way across from end to end. So there's a bunch of gear in there. Another thing is this trailer, and I just actually found out about this today. This trailer comes with an annex. I know a lot of the different MDCs come with annex, not all of them do, but this one does, which is really cool because it is a couples trailer. But if you were to, you know, want to set up base camp and stay somewhere for a while and bring friends, guests, even if it's like mosquito country, it just gives you more space to be in the shade, out of the elements, and it kind of doubles the space of your entire trailer. So that annex will get hooked up to this. Of course, we have the good old electric awning still, but what I'm really excited to show you is the inside. So let's go check it out, show you that, give you my first impressions. Okay, come on in. First of all, look at that. This thing is just stunning. This is beautiful. I feel bad is because it's not my first impressions because I already came and walked in it a bit ago, but I haven't like actually dug into it. And I'm like, now that I'm sitting here for the very first time, I'm seeing things because I'm kind of looking at it differently because I'm doing a first impression. So I want to kind of see, can I have your phone? Can I reach and grab your phone? Something that I just barely noticed is there's actually little heater pads there, and look, charging. So there you have it. You can bring your phone in here, let it charge. Look at this. We have 120 volt outlets right here. And then it looks like there's USB. You have 2.4 amps. And then of course you have a 12 volt cigarette lighter. And some people do use those. Sometimes CPAP machines actually have those types of connections. So if that's something that you need, this is truly the perfect couples trailer. And so they've thought about this, you know, if you're a retired couple, sometimes that's something that you need as a couple. As you get older, sometimes you need those machines. So come over here. I have not actually looked in here, but it looks like we have some nice cubbies. And look, these are actually quite deep. And you also have these hanging areas. And that is actually, that drops down pretty deep. So if you wanted to crawl on the bed and put stuff way down low, or you could put some shirts or dresses over here, you can see they've actually hung up some shirts. Oh, so money. Those are dimmable. So, you know, it's so funny. I actually was talking to the guys because I was in a camper and I was saying, I sent a message to the head engineer in Australia and I was like, man, I wish more trailers had dimmable lights. And it was so fun. He like sent me over a message and he was like, asking you shall receive. And I was like, what? And he's like, we got dimmable lights in the trailer now. So there it is. Check that out. You just press and hold and it gets brighter. And you press and hold and it gets dimmer. So there you have it. Dimmable reading lights. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want dimmable reading lights right next to your head at night when you go to sleep? It's a silly thing. Why? It just, and up here we got more storage. Of course, we got lighting here, screens, and then also blackout shades for when you're sleeping at night. So let's turn that back on. We got our television, and this is a perfect spot for a TV because you can be at the table and you can be watching TV, or you can swivel it over here to the bedroom and watch while you're in bed. At first, I didn't know this gray color with the black handles looks so good. At first I wasn't sure, right? Because I've just never seen them before. Usually these are chrome, but this looks beautiful. Oh, check that out. Looks like we have some electrical systems here and they just put a nice little cover here and engraved MDC USA. I love touches like that. Those types of things to me just are like, yeah. Because there's a lot of manufacturers that you'll open it up and you'll see wiring. And that's just acceptable to a lot of people. And I love that they do stuff like that. That's really cool. Next thing is this wood countertop. Over here you have it as, it's not actual wood. It looks like it's like a Formica material, but it has a wood styling to it. It looks really, really good. I love it. I think it just looks beautiful. This trailer absolutely looks beautiful. I love the stitching. Look at this. You have the diamond stitching here. You have the MDC USA. It's all sewed and embroidered right there. That looks really, really good. Man, just absolutely beautiful. So this goes down into a bed. So you can actually adjust this. You pull this lever and this thing actually moves in different directions. It can go this way and this way. So you have a lot of different motion on this. But this booth area is massive. It looks like you could fit 4 adults here. So that is nice, and it will drop down and become a bed. So if you have a child, this is really a couple's trailer. But if you did have a child, you could bring an extra kid with you. Another thing that I want to point out to you, like I said, made for Americans. A lot of Australian trailers, they'll have a furnace in it, and it works. It's a single port, and it just blows into the entire cabin. Come check this out over here around the corner. I want to show off that they have actually done ducting. So they're using the new furnace. This is the Vario Heat by Truma. And so this unit is actually getting ducted. The plumbing is actually running along the kitchen area. So you can actually see that there will be heat, because this is your water lines. Like I mentioned, see, this is the outside of your water system, the wet bay on the exterior. When you close that door up, see this duct work right here? This duct is going to create heat, and that all that heat is going to radiate inside this area, the backside of your outside shower, all your fixtures here. So this is something that you never see in anything that's coming from overseas. All of the trailers that you see that come from overseas, the Australian stuff, the Chinese stuff, I don't care what it is. And I don't care how much you spend. Whether you're getting a cheap, like a Black Series, or whether you're going all the way to these crazy expensive Brooders or Lotuses, a lot of these companies, they don't understand the cold, freezing temperatures. I can't speak for everybody. Some do better than others. But overall, there's this overarching theme that I've seen with trailers that come out of Australia and South Africa, Australian designed or whatever it is, whether they're built in China or Australia or South Africa. They don't understand cold weather because they don't experience it like the US does. So these are things to me that are so massive for MDC, for them to be, now adapting their campers for the American people. And that makes me super, super happy. There's always room for improvement across the board for everybody in every company, but MDC definitely is a company that believes in innovating and improving what they're doing, and I'm super, super excited about that. So there you have that. That is something I just want to point out. Of course, they're using the Furions for the microwaves, the hood range. You have the Furion microwave, just nice, better components overall. Another thing that I really want to point out that I absolutely love is this air conditioning. This is a 13,500 BTU air conditioning, and this is one of the best, most efficient air conditioners on the market. Just period. It really is. Truma is a phenomenal product. This unit also can run off-grid. That's right. They can run off-grid. This is so, so, so cool. So I'm super familiar with this, so super happy that they moved over not just the furnace, the water heater, but now also the air conditioner. These are much more expensive air conditioners, and that is because they're quieter, they're more efficient, and they actually cool down really well. Another thing that I want to point out is this fridge. I love how MDC always does these locks so that you can make sure this doesn't fly open while you're driving down the highway. But once again, great brand, the Thetford or Norcold. And this is a very large fridge, lots of space. You also have a freezer, and I actually appreciate that the freezer is on the bottom and the fridge is on the top. You use the fridge way more, so it makes sense in my mind to be like that. Now, coming over here, toilet area this is a cassette toilet. I'm gonna demonstrate the toilet, not like actually demonstrate it, just give you my first impressions. Stay tuned for the full tour when I do a full demonstration of the toilet. This is very nice. Of course, the door is shut. If I were to close it, the toilet paper holder is right here, because right now it's at the back over here. And look at this little touch. Whoa, what happened? Oops, I hit the light. There's a light back there. Right here, see this? This holds the toilet paper so it doesn't unravel itself. Trust me, that happens. A lot of times I'll go out, I'm off-road and I'm going somewhere just down the highway, and I get out and my toilet paper's all unraveled. It wasn't the cat. It's because it doesn't have one of those things. Another little cool touch is they have these little racks for hanging up stuff. These are like towels, swimsuits, whatever you want. This is just, it just barely got on the factory, so there's still, this is just a tool they put there so you don't lose. You also have more hooks up there for hanging stuff. Got a little towel holder, a soap tray. You might be like, obviously, but have you actually gone into a trailer? There's a lot of trailers that don't put any of these things up. There are no soap holders, there's no towel holders, and it drives me crazy. Like, I just don't understand. Even simple stuff like this. Look at this. See how they put a little railing right here? So like if you were to put a basket in here, it's going to stop. That's surprisingly something that you don't always see. And then this opens up and you have a massive storage. Oh, you know what that is? That's a laundry hamper. Ooh, love it. Those are little things that, to me, that are important, because when you're actually out camping, like, where do you put your laundry, your dirty laundry? Where do you put your trash? Where do you, like, you don't want your toilet paper unraveling. It's just silly little details like that. So I can definitely tell there's a lot of attention to details in this new unit. So, man, this cabinetry just looks so beautiful. Look at that. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Look how they just build this in. This like insert right here. And this is like probably the back side of the shower. And see how they just like, it's like they cut open the wood and then they put these metal inserts and it sits recessed in. Like, why? Why do you put the metal inserts? Like, I could see a lot of manufacturers just cutting the holes out and sticking it in there. Like, why go to the extra, you know, detail of putting these metal inserts to just finish it off inside? And look at this. I mean, this is another thing. See these rubber grommets right here? They put these through the wood, and then they put these like nice rubber grommets, so this is not just rubbing against wood all the time and getting scratched. Little details like that, to me, are what you look for when you're buying a trailer. It's just seeing that attention to detail. Sorry, this is my first impression, so I'm just noticing things. I'm just trying to look over things in a way that I don't always. Maybe sometimes I just gloss over things, but if I'm going too fast. Anyway, very nice. Let's go take a look at that shower, because that's going to be interesting to see, because it looks big. So come on into the shower. Oh boy, it's big. Just like I mentioned, it's massive. This is a 2-person shower, so yes, you can do that if that's what you do. Whew, this is nice. Look at this. I always do this bend over soap test, you know, so I'm going to say this is soap. And not only can I bend over and pick it up with ease, I could literally, like, look at this. I have so much space in here. This is crazy. I cannot reach end to end. I can't. This is crazy. This is an awesome shower. This is a very big shower. And I love, look at this. I love everything about this. I love the styling. I love the black. It looks so sleek and modern. Check this out. You got black here. You got black here. Look, you have more of these little racks. I don't even know for sure what they are for. Swimsuits, towels, right? Whenever you go camping, there's always wet stuff you need to dry. And it's like, where do you hang it? There you go, right in the shower. And then you also have towel racks as well as right here. This is fantastic. There's so much space in here. And this is an entire single piece molded fiberglass. Wow, that's strange. That's amazing, actually. Why would you not do one piece fiberglasses? Anybody who doesn't is crazy. Look at this. So what I mean by one piece fiberglass is, see how there's no seams right here? There's no seams here. There's no seams here. Like, there's no seams. There's not like a caulk seam, right? So you work your way all the way up until you get to the roof. and the roof and the wall. And see, you can see the caulk seams right there. And that's okay, that's what you want. But like sometimes you'll have some manufacturers will do a shower pan right here, and then they'll have a caulk seam right here. And over time, that caulk seam is gonna go bad, and then you're gonna get leaks down there. You won't get leaks down there because there's no seams. It's a one-piece fiberglass all the way up to the walls and the roof, towards the roof. So there you have it. That is so cool. Let's do one last thing, because I really want to get my first impressions, show you, because I actually have not looked at any of the battery or electrical system yet. So I'm going to lift up the cushions underneath the booth and take a look at that and show you that. So let's go do that. Okay, I want to go and look at one of the things that I'm most excited to see, and it is what's behind the cushions, below the cushions, I should say. So let's grab this side cushion as well. Get this out of here. This is very plush too. This is very nice. Look at this. I mean, okay, we're still on first impressions. First, I want to point out that this is more of a kind of a porous grain, and that's good because you don't want your cushions slipping off. But of course you have the high gloss back here, which is nice for cleaning. And look, underneath you got nice caulk lines, and then you also have piano hinges. So details, details, details. You open this thing up and oh my goodness, holy moly, this is a battery. That is a single battery. That is a massive, massive, massive battery. Look at that thing. 400 amp hours. And look how nicely mounted it is. Look how they work their mount systems on these things. So beautiful. So easy to access and work on. Okay, let's go over here. What do we think we have over here? What? We got another one. Look at that. So this is a Renogy lithium battery. And look how they've connected it with these massive Anderson connectors. Look at this. Look how massive this wiring is. I mean, it's hard to tell, but like this wiring is bigger than my finger. See that? See how big it is? It's massive wiring. And then it goes through these bus bars. Look at this. So you have everything going off of these bus bars. And then you have your battery disconnect. And then what do we got over here? Come over here. Look at this. Oh, just absolutely beautiful. Okay, so we have looks like we have a Renogy MPPT. So this is a solar charge controller. And then look at this one. We have an additional, oh, this is your DC to DC. So that's going to actually be running your truck, your Anderson plug. So I know this is a first impressions, and number one, I already mentioned, there can be up to 1800 watts of solar on this thing, right? That's crazy. Over 1200 watts just on the roof by itself. And then I believe this is wired through a solar, sorry, this is like a first impressions. I haven't played with this. I haven't camped in it. This is my first time in the factory seeing it, so I don't know everything. That's why I say I believe. I believe there's some ports that we're able to plug in solar panels, or there's going to be, so you can get that 1800 watts. But you also have an Anderson plug, so you can plug in your truck and you can charge your batteries that way. So you can have over 1200 watts of solar while you're driving, plus a DC to DC charger. This is a 100 volt, 60 amp MPPT. That's a massive amount of power that's coming through there. Okay, I hear there's something else over here. Let's check it out. Let's see what we got. What is that? That is a 3000 watt Renogy inverter. And let me tell you what this is working. It is working the thing over our head, which is the Truma air conditioner off-grid. So there you have it. MDC officially has an off-road couples trailer that can run air conditioner off-grid. That's a big deal for some people, especially people in, you know, like And it's not about using it all the time, but it's about the ability to use it. If you're driving through and you want to stop somewhere at a rest stop and go have lunch and turn your air conditioner on for 30 minutes to an hour, take a nap, cat nap on your way somewhere, it's pretty cool to have that ability to run the air conditioner. And this is beautiful. This is a beautiful trailer. I'm like lost for words. This right here, this system is insane. Look at those batteries. Those batteries are beautiful. I love all the fusing, the bus bars, everything they've done in here. Carpeted. Look at that. They've carpeted this. Just really nice what they've done. There you have it. There you have it. My first impressions on the all-new XT19 by MDC. Super excited about this trailer. This is the first time I've seen it, is today with you. You've seen it with me today, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's beautiful. You know, the ability to now truly escape with confidence, that's their motto, right? Now you can do it in cold and hot weather. Hot, you can run your air conditioner off grid. Cold, it's more thought for the US market, with the heat being ducted and distributed throughout the trailer. With the wet bays, some of those little details are important for us, the end users. So super excited about this product. I'm super happy with what MDC is doing, what they're bringing to America. I'm very fortunate and lucky, super grateful that I get to be able to work with them, and hopefully you will also be able to use their incredible product. They really truly are building stuff with quality and the end user in mind. And they've done it in Australia for going on 20 years, over 40,000 trailers, and now they're coming to the US and now doing it for us. Super grateful for that. Thanks for watching. You have any questions? If you want to see this trailer in person, go. We are having a grand opening in Mesa, Arizona at our new store, ROA Off-Road. Our grand opening is November 22nd, 23rd, 24th. This unit will be there at the grand opening. So if you want to see it and get your hands on one of these and put in an order, you can actually reach out to us now to put in an order. But if you want to see one, come to the grand opening in Arizona and you'll be able to be one of the first people that see this. And also shortly after our grand opening, we should be getting a show model in South Carolina, Utah, Colorado Springs, and Arizona. That might be closer to sometime in December, but if you want to see it sooner, come and visit us at our grand opening in Arizona. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. See you soon.